Hey loves, welcome to my channel. My name is Wynne Jean, and I don't know if y'all noticed, but it's hot. So hot that my ear tabs have not been wanting to stay down and my leave out has not been wanting to stay straight. So today I'm showing you guys how to get around both of those issues by installing a frontal with a little bit of leave out around the ear tabs. I don't know about y'all, but for me, that's the first place that lifts when I'm wearing a lace. So if you want to see how I install this style, then go ahead and keep watching. Today's video is sponsored by Nadula. They sent me over this 24-inch, 150% density body wave lace frontal. All of the details about the hair will be down below in the description bar, and it came with these little goodies as well. I'm starting off with my hair braided going straight back. The braids are not perfect, but I have about 10 of them in my hair, and I kind of pinned up the ends of the braids in the back. And now I'm just popping on my wig cap. I watched a couple tutorials on this technique, so I'm like pretty confident, but at the same time, I was a little bit worried about how well the wig cap would stay, but everything turned out pretty good. I'm going ahead and cutting my little ear holes so that I can get the wig cap super flat. And I'm also making sure that the little bit of edges that I am leaving out is out of the way. I don't want to like glue those into my wig cap. But because the wig cap is pretty sheer, you can see it. I've actually been really loving using pantyhose as like my wig cap base, but I ran out, so I went ahead and used the wig cap that they sent me with the wig. And I'm going in with this Bold Hold adhesive. It's alcohol free and it's not quite a glue. It's called Bold Hold Liquid Gold. I've really been liking it a lot lately. If you watched any of my other wig tutorials, you guys know that I've been using this stuff and I'm here for it. It's black owned as well, so I'll put the link down below in the description bar so you guys can go ahead and pick that up too. I was so nervous doing this part because I didn't want my wig cap to come up on the sides, but I figured if it can stay down on the little sideburn area, it should definitely be able to stay down without it. I don't know what I was thinking was going to happen, but I was so nervous for this part. And I'm cutting the wig cap to kind of trace around where I left my little sideburns out. And it came out pretty good. I put a little bit of bronzer on it. I'm using the LYS bronzer. I think that's a black owned bronzer as well. I got it from Sephora, so if I can find a link, I'll put it down below in the description bar. But you can use any foundation powder or bronzer, whatever you need to use to get your wig cap the right color. And then I'm just going in and popping the wig on. And I haven't plucked anything on this wig yet. This is exactly how the wig comes. I washed it and blow dried it out a little bit, but other than that, this is just like the natural texture of the hair. It's really full. I thought it was a 250% density, but when I checked the details for the wig, it said 150, so you definitely get the bang for your buck. The wig is really nice and full. And I'm going for a really beginner friendly install, so I'm going to pluck it a little bit, but I'm not going to pluck it too much. I want this to be super easy and beginner friendly, and ain't nobody got time for that. So once I have the wig kind of placed on my head, I'm pulling up the ear tab so I can see where to cut it so that it lays like nicely next to my little edges. And I'm making sure to cut any extra lace behind my ear as well, just so that it's still pretty comfortable. I hate having stuff rubbing up on my ears. I don't know why I didn't think to install my wig like this before. I have seen people do it this way, but I don't know. I feel like unless you're wearing a wig of a different color than your natural hair, I'm honestly probably going to continue to wear my wigs just like this. I hate having to deal with constantly gluing the ear tabs down and then they get all crusty, then you got to wash your wig. It be giving very much something, okay? It'd be too much. So this is really convenient. And now that I have the lace nice and trimmed up, I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit more of that Bold Hold Liquid Gold around the perimeter of my forehead so we can go ahead and get this baby laid down, okay? I'm also making sure to put quite a bit on the sides where the wig and my hair meet, just because I want that area to be nice and secure as well. And then I'm placing my lace down, combing everything into place, and then popping on my elastic band just to help everything kind of melt. And my hair is about 95% dry, so while the edges do what they need to do, I'm actually running over the rest of the hair with my blow dryer, and I also hit the edges with the blow dryer just to kind of seal in that liquid gold adhesive. And as you can see, the lace is really nice. It's looking super natural, and the volume on this side part, now that I'm looking at this footage, I wish I would have did like a really deep side part. Whenever I rewear this wig, I'm going to do a side part because that side part was super cute. I went for more of an off-center vibe instead of like a side part. I almost did like an OG Kim K middle part, but if I don't get it perfectly centered, I lose my mind. And my mirror was pretty far away, and I didn't want to chance it, so I went more off-center just because you can't really mess that up. And you can style it the same way. So I have a pretty like tall forehead in the middle, and it's like short on the sides. I don't know how to explain it, but I tend to have to trim a little bit of the hair off in the middle. So I just went ahead and parted that hair out, and then I'm going in and kind of trimming the lace along the sides, kind of jagged, so it blends in seamlessly with my skin. And once all the lace is trimmed, I'm parting out about a 1/2 inch along the edges and kind of tweezing behind the part. I didn't tweeze a lot of hair at all. I'm already trying something new, and I did not want to risk over tweezing the hairlines. So I left it as is and went in with my hot comb to kind of get everything flat. And then with the Ebin Wonder Lace spray, this is the black one, I just went in and put a little bit of it along the edges of the lace to kind of melt everything in one last time, one time for the one time, and then I popped my little elastic band back on so we can get into the cut and the styling and get up out of here. As far as the cut, I'm going for something super natural, super easy. I want this to be like a everyday cute curly wig, nothing too spicy. So I'm literally only trimming off about a 1/2 inch of hair. I just want it to be even at the ends and look healthy, but I'm not trying to really cut it. And once I do that, I'm going in with my razor comb and I'm adding in some light layers. And when I say light, I mean light. Like I'm starting them around my chest area, just enough to where it adds a little bit extra volume. I'm keeping it nice and cute and simple today. And then it's time to curl. I'm using my Babyliss 1-inch flat irons to curl the hair. I wanted to go for more like that loose wave, ripple deepy ocean wave type of vibe. So I'm going in and doing the curls with my 1-inch iron, but feel free to use, you know, a barrel curler, whatever you feel comfortable with. Honestly, I feel like most people are more comfortable curling with a flat iron than a barrel curler these days. I know a lot of girls who don't actually know how to use an actual curling iron. I don't know. What do you use? I'm pretty comfortable with either one, but it's easier for me to use a 1-inch flat iron than a 1-inch barrel curl. So if I'm going for a smaller curl, typically I'll use my flat iron, and then if I'm going for like a bigger, looser curl or wave, then I'll, you know, whip out the curling iron. But ain't nobody got time to be curling all of this hair with a 1-inch curling iron. It would take all damn day. And do you see how these curls are coming out? The hair held a curl really well. I actually a little too well. I was going for more of like a loose dropped curl vibe, and it took quite a while for the curls to drop the way I wanted them to. I could have used like a 1.5-inch curling iron to get away with this look as well, but hey, your curls not dropping is a good problem to have, so I am not complaining. And as you guys can see, this hair is curling like a dream. It's like 3 or 4 days later. I've been outside in the Texas heat, child, and living my best life, and my curls are still intact. They're way looser now, but it's definitely still a curl there. I just wear it in like a little bun in the back of my head at night and put my bonnet on, and when I wake up, my curls are still cute. A little looser, but definitely still cute. Alright, so I kind of brushed the curls through a bit, but we'll wait for them to fall the rest of the way naturally. Now it's time to get into these baby hairs. It is the last step before we are done, and if you really wanted to, you could leave it here, but I'm going in with my 1/2-inch little mini Conair flat irons, and I'm curling my little sideburns just to blend it in with the texture of the hair. I don't think I've ever done an install with no baby hair. That's not my vibe. If you want to install with no baby hair, you gotta go somewhere else. I just cannot, child. I want baby hair on my real hair, and I definitely want it on my wigs. Like, y'all, that's just crazy talk. I've seen it look really cute on other people, but I can't even imagine it. Like, that sounds crazy. And y'all, it looks so good. Do you see how well everything is blending together? Leaving my edges out on the side is my new favorite thing. I absolutely love how it came out, and look at these curls. Obsessed. Thank you again to Nadula for working with me, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, babes.